Today's question is, what does it mean that Jesus is the Son of David? In this video, I'll answer that question from a biblical perspective. Then afterwards, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end. "17 verses in the New Testament describe Jesus as the Son of David. But the question arises, how could Jesus be the Son of David if David lived approximately 1,000 years before Jesus? The answer is that Christ the Messiah was the fulfillment of the prophecy of the seed of David, 2 Samuel chapter 7, verses 12 through 16. Jesus is the promised Messiah, which means he had to be of the lineage of David. Matthew chapter 1 gives the genealogical proof that Jesus in his humanity was a direct descendant of Abraham and David through Joseph, Jesus' legal father. The genealogy in Luke chapter 3 traces Jesus' lineage through his mother Mary. Jesus is a descendant of David by adoption through Joseph and by blood through Mary. As to his earthly life, Christ Jesus was a descendant of David, Romans chapter 1, verse 3. Primarily, the title Son of David is more than a statement of physical genealogy. It is a messianic title. When people referred to Jesus as the Son of David, they meant that he was the long-awaited deliverer, the fulfillment of the Old Testament prophecies. Jesus was addressed as Lord, thou Son of David several times by people who by faith were seeking mercy or healing. The woman whose daughter was being tormented by a demon and the two blind men by the wayside all cried out to the Son of David for help. The titles of honor they gave him declared their faith in him. Calling him Lord expressed their sense of his deity, dominion, and power, and calling him Son of David expressed their faith that he was the Messiah. The Pharisees understood exactly what the people meant when they called Jesus Son of David. But unlike those who cried out in faith, the Pharisees were so blinded by their own pride that they couldn't see what the blind beggars could see, that here was the Messiah they had supposedly been waiting for all their lives. They hated Jesus because he wouldn't give them the honor they thought they deserved. So when they heard the people hailing Jesus as the Savior, they became enraged and plotted to destroy him. Jesus further confounded the scribes and Pharisees by asking them to explain the meaning of this very title. How could it be that the Messiah is the Son of David when David himself refers to him as my Lord in Mark chapter 12, verses 35 through 37? The teachers of the law couldn't answer the question. Jesus thereby exposed the Jewish leaders' ineptitude as teachers and their ignorance of what the Old Testament taught as to the true nature of the Messiah, further alienating them from him. Jesus' point in asking the question of Mark chapter 12, verse 35, was that the Messiah is more than the physical son of David. If he is David's Lord, he must be greater than David. As Jesus says in Revelation chapter 22, verse 16, I am the root and the offspring of David. That is, he is both the creator of David and the descendant of David. Only the Son of God, made flesh, could say that. Want to learn more? Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Visit gotquestions.org for more great content and check out the details section below this video. There you'll find one book I recommend along with several links to related questions. If you'd like to learn about Bible Munch or if you're interested in bite-sized devotionals, subscribe to Bible Munch on YouTube. It's linked right here. Now remember, got questions? The Bible has answers. We'll help you find them.